Hi folks, at the top again, testing my latest bunch of lures. Actually this Heidi glide bait I've made about 12 or 15 years ago. It was only badly beaten up, so I sanded down all the paint. I've sealed it again with propionate and gave it a new paint job. So this one should work, because Heidi is a very easy to make glide bait and easy to work, easy to build and catches fish. Difficult to try glide baits on the top anyway. At least this Heidi has caught a few pike before in the old paint pattern. So here's a new glide bait, made 3 of these. Just free-handed without sketches. They are looking like a symmetrical willow leaf shape. They've got the weight here and there to let them sink horizontally and quite fast, because I want to use these in autumn. Let them sink down to the bottom and just work them with the reel. Half turn of the reel handle would cause them to swim this way. So they require very little taps or just half a crank with the reel handle to let them zigzag like this. That's why I designed these after a model of my Finnish friend Geo. They are made of teak wood. Here's another one in the shed pattern. You see they sink quite fast because I want to fish them very deep in autumn, and just twitch them along the bottom like this. They can't take rapid jerks, you see, or strong jerks. You see, they wouldn't work nicely this way. Just little taps or half turns with the rod handle, so you can work them real slow along the bottom. That's what I've designed them for. Okay? Here's the third one of these. Actually, I didn't use any sketch. I just completed the outline of the first lure and used it as a template. You see, this one sinks slower. Almost stands on its hooks. But same thing, only very subtle twitches of the rod tip or even half turns with the reel handle. I cannot fish this one through the reel in the bathtub anyway, but I know that it works this way, because I've had a similar lure. Sadly, I've lost it to the only snag in the pond, so I've made 3 new ones like it. Okay, these were the glide baits, 4 of them, 1 refurbished and 3 new ones. Here is a deep diving lure, abachi wood, and red and black. You see, it barely floats because I've made this one for a workmate of mine. Requires toe-eye tuning. He wants to use it in the Baltic Sea for cod. Well, I'm afraid it does not work too nice. I'll have to try this one in the pond to see whether it would work at all. So maybe I have to make a new one for him. Yeah, I'm not too satisfied with this one. Should have placed the toe eye a bit more forward. Tips the nose and swims to the side, but The side swimming can be adjusted by bending the tow eye to one side. Now, I guess I have to make another one for him, or try shorten the lip a bit. I shall see. Okay. Because here's the second one for him, also in black and red, also deep diver. Yeah, that one swims better, but also tips the nose a bit due to the big lip. He demanded these lures to dive as deep as possible. Yeah, pulls to one side, but still works better than the first one. Yeah. I shall see whether he can use it. I guess I'll give it to him next time, and there's no closing time for cod in the Baltic Sea. For pike there's closing time, so I can't try them now. Okay, here's a little crankbait, also of Abachi. That works nice. Yeah. Only tow eye tuning required. Could jerk it. Yeah. No complaints about this one, other than tow eye tuning required. Nice. Okay. Another one is a Australian stump jumper style deep diving crankbait with a self-centering line tied pinned aluminium lip and a V-shaped belly cross section. Yeah, typical lively wobble. Doesn't seem to blow out. Yeah. Very lively action due to the pronounced body curve. Yeah. The lip is pointed and quite slender, so it still works compared to the two red and black lures for my workmate, but doesn't dive as deep as he desires. This one would go down maybe 10 feet, so he said he wanted 15 feet plus. Okay, here's a shallow diver 2 section turned from a poplar broom handle. Also self-centering line tie with a tail spin. Simple joint of interconnected tow eyes, screw eyes. Yeah, that's lovely. Banging noise as the sections hit one another. Yeah, I love this one. One more thing to say about such lures with the tail spin. The bigger your spinner blade in the tail would get, the less pronounced it would wobble, because such spinner blades provide a certain amount of drag to the lure. So you could imagine if something's dragging on the rear end, it would not wobble as intense. So I guess it could take a bigger tail spin than this one, because it wobbles quite strong. But I'm alright with this. Very nice. Should go down, well, 3 feet I suppose, maybe 4. Always hard to tell in the top. Now the last one. Oh, it's a big jointed lure. Thought I should try this one. 3-section lure. Self-centering line tie on a pinned aluminium lip. And jointed with interconnected screw eyes. You see the heavy lip lets it float head down. Yeah, a real head shake at high frequency. The two rear sections, they do not move as much. I've already figured out a bit about this action on the blank test in the bathtub. So I was thinking I should paint this lure this way to resemble an eel. It would not dive as deep, so you can retrieve it on top of submerged weeds, at least if there's a little clearance of 2 to 3 feet above the tip of the weeds. Anyway, I'm a bit disappointed about these lures for my workmate, and probably I'll have to do some new ones for him, because I've promised him, but what can I do? Deep diving lures are always tricky to do sometimes, but so far I'm quite satisfied with this bunch of lures. Okay, if you have any questions, just write a comment, and thanks a lot for your interest. Goodbye, see you next time.